Hello again, game fans. It's Aaron here with Game On. So, I was having to think about which one I want to do first, and I'm currently rewatching Daredevil. So, we're going to go with the Daredevilverse video first. So, let's just jump straight in. Have a look at the mini here. Daredevil's looking pretty good. Nice clear lines. I think the camera's struggling to focus. Interesting base. Yeah, this is probably one of the top ones. There's lots of dynamic posing actually throughout the miniatures, so they're all pretty good. Let's jump into his cards. So, what would I expect from Daredevil? It's important to remind, but I haven't looked at any of these. I've just pulled them out of the packet and put them in stacks. Probably some sort of dodge for his specials. Yeah, probably some damage, heroic action. Yeah, maybe slightly more leaning over to damage. A lot of the characters do lean over into damage, so maybe this one will be more heroic. Okay, we've got the single heroic. Single attack, heroic. Yeah, so heroic looks pretty right for Daredevil. The man without fear, gain a movement for each civilian you rescue this turn. And that's a token as well, not just a movement point, so that's pretty handy. Someone's played a double before, you rescue one, get the token, use it to move to a different space, rescue two more, and then you've got two movement tokens for future turns. I'd say that's noticeably good. Gain a movement token for each. Okay, so it's kind of the same, but yeah, that's quite cool. I like that. Gain one movement token for each henchman you defeat this turn. Either gain a heroic action, a heroic or attack token for each location you enter this turn. Interesting. Okay, so you just sort of fly around the board, potentially spending all those movement tokens you got before and turning them all into attack tokens. This could end up being one of the biggest, probably the biggest attack I've seen yet. If we're talking a double move and you've picked up a few movement tokens from these already, you could go into all 6 locations. That's 6 attack, which you're going to drop at the same time, potentially double wild after someone else. This could be a 10 attack. This could result in a 10 attack card. This is huge, really, really big. Okay, next up in the stack, looks like it's Electra. There we go. With the sigh there. That's going to be fun, painting that, figuring out what's bandana and what's hair. You see where the knot goes, and then it just all looks like hair. I'm sure I can pick a couple of strands and figure it out. Yeah, cool. Probably actually relatively similar to Daredevil, but I mean, we're not expecting many heroic actions here, potentially, with it being a bit of a anti-hero type. Maybe we'll see a lot of movement, maybe some attacks that get through defense. Let's see, attack, movement, attack, attack, attack. Yeah, not very much heroic. Master Assassin, just move with a double attack. Ninja training, double attack, or you cannot take any damage till the beginning of your next turn. Useful. I don't see many circumstances where you would pick the damage prevention over damage dealing. It's almost always better to be dealing damage and preventing it. But deal 1 in both adjacent locations, and it's got 1 in its own. I'm not sure if Psy count as ranged weapons, but that's what they do. And finally, last up for this little team, we have Punisher. Let me just see if I can play with the settings here, see if I can get it to zoom in properly. No, this still looks blurry. Sorry, guys and girls out there. This is not really coming out too clearly. I'm not sure why. I'll have a look at it for the next one. Yeah, he looks super cool, actually. You can't quite see it, but he's got really defined facial features. Of course, he's got his rocket launcher up there as well. Okay, getting into his cards. What am I expecting? Attack with some attack, potentially a little bit of attack. Probably being able to attack spaces he's not actually in. Maybe some bonuses for attacking villains. You know, he doesn't mess about, does Punisher. Single attack. Okay, so that's a lot of single symbols. So far we're on 4 single Try saying single symbols 5 times fast. So I'm expecting really high power level from his specials based off this. Yep. Okay, here we go. 4 damage against a single target. Damage you deal this turn can't be cancelled or reduced. Be interested to see how this interacts with Vulture, whether or not, because it's the first time you would take damage, discard all tokens. So I think you would discard the tokens and still damage him, which is really big. Can't be cancelled or reduced. Doesn't, because some of them that say that you literally can't damage them. That's not really cancelling or reduced, is it? Possibly some wording issues again. Simon, sort your wording out, please. There's going to be questions about this one. 2 damage in any location and 1 in both adjacent ones. I'm assuming adjacent to the location you targeted. Again, a little bit leaves a bit to be decided in terms of wording, but does kind of what I expected. Special ops training, you can move to any location and double attack there, and it's got its own move, so you can jump back out again. Sweet. Punisher looks ridiculous. Punisher looks really powerful. So does Daredevil as well, actually. Electra's no slouch, but I think of those 3, the nuts possible damage output from Daredevil just seems to be the best. That would probably put him in my pole position. Punisher's probably slightly behind that because all of his specials are really good, but there was having so many symbols, I did it again, I can't say it, cards will hurt. So I think I'd probably go 1, 2, 3. But yeah, maybe we'll put them up against Kingpin and see how they go. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.